It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta FalCants. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Quick throw to Olave. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That's Olave bringing in another one. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Downfield, and he's got Olave. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 32. Carr to throw again.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
4 consecutive passes to begin this opening drive, and you can't argue with the results. They've already driven it into the red zone and a fresh set of downs here to play with.
Which means there's a lot of trust by the play caller, by the quarterback, the receivers, you name it. Everyone locked in, everyone doing their job. I continue to go in that direction because right now they got the defense back on their heels.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Got his tight end, that's complete. It's Hill. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. He's still in search of his first rushing touchdown of the year, but not on that play.
I just wonder if he has some frustration starting to build a little bit because he hasn't gotten into the end zone. Has to just stay calm, stay within himself, just let it happen.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their 25-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. This is our last chance.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. That's out quickly to London. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Falcons are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. And you look at the Saints defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Snap comes at one, and it's Carr. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Carr. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 3rd and 6. Now Ritter going to change up the look.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Trying for it on fourth down. Here's Ritter. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And now an audible here into something else. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. Touchdown! Michael Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
FalCants nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
FalCants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Ritter, he wants to change the play here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one deep for London. It got his man complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 78 yards. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And he'll allow
elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. And now they're in the hurry up.
And the Saints first down.
On first down, Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now they'll change things up. In motion comes the tight end left. On play action, it's Carr. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Falcons 7. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
On play action, here's Ritter. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Let's go.
Ritter going to change it up. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
That's caught at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Going play action, Ritter. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
A good running there by Kamara on first down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Carr. He completes it to Olave. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First down, Saints.
Kamara up the middle.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And now they'll shift things around.
Going quickly here to Thomas. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Third down.
Shotgun now for Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
That's Olave bringing in another one. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Kamara trying the right side. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
Carr, he wants to change up the look here.
2nd and 11.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Carr now on 3rd and goal.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play.
Lutz now to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that
he's got him in, complete.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10
at their own 21.
Claws red.
Back to throw here. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's Lutz to try to add the PAT.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
42, Falcons 7. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Meanwhile, Winston's throwing into the hands of Pitts here.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And this pass is caught by London.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Drake London
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. A 10th carry for Kamara. Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down.
Touchdown, Saints. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr.
And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Falcons 14. Will Lutz to kick off for
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
at their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And quickly, they get to the line.
Robinson with another carry.
Room here to run.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Well, they have done a really nice job on him through 3 quarters plus, but you just had that feeling eventually he was going to get loose.
And this is why coaches always preach that it's a 4-quarter game, right? It gets trite for us. It gets trite for the fans. This is exactly what they're talking about. What you did before was terrific, but will it stand up if you start giving up big plays as we saw there?
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Quick throw to Olave.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
The tackle made by Jesse Bates. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Saints first down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel.